what prevents job satisfaction? Is it a condition in the classroom, treatment of teachers, or treatment of teachers as it relates to students, student aggression as an example?
Well, I think it's all of the above, and it also comes from the top down. The administration is being, they're getting it from central office about, student performance, and they don't take into any of the variables that happen when a kid walks in the schoolhouse door. What is their home life? How many times? What is their attendance policy? What do they experience in home? What kind of violence is in the community? It all affects student behavior in the classroom. So it's a myriad of issues, not just a single one. But it's all about student performance, which we all agree we want students to perform as best they can, but there's other issues that need to be addressed that aren't focused on.
Despite all the pressures that teachers have in the classroom, they rarely say they left because of the students. They love working with the students despite all the pressures that exist, particularly pressures that have existed after COVID. That's what we found is in the research that we did, that the level of stress and violence and behavior issues seemed to go up after COVID, things that many even veteran teachers didn't experience. But despite all of that, teachers love working with kids. They just know that to get the results that we need from our students, we have to have supports. You have to have social workers. You have to have the speech pathologists. You have to have psychologists. And those are related service providers, special ed folks, and we routinely get those, but we don't keep those people. And that can add to the stress in the classroom. Also, again, as my colleagues mentioned, it's how we're evaluated. It's almost like the evaluations. We know that teachers need to be evaluated, but we want to be evaluated fairly, and we want an evaluation that's not punitive. We want something that's based on growth. And we want an evaluation that takes into consideration the students that are coming to us. And we know that our students we want them to grow, but they are expecting mastery when many of our kids are coming to school 2 and 3 years behind. And so that adds to the stress of being a teacher when you're not understanding that and you're being evaluated based on that. And again, feeling like the evaluation is punitive. And again, I know when I started back in the old days, your principal, your administrator was there to support you. And I felt the support, but now the administrators are so caught up in the evaluation and trying to meet these high goals, they're not used as someone to be supportive of teachers, especially now that we have a system where many of our teachers are in their early mid-30s. They're new to this, and so they need the support of administrators and their colleagues. And with the system we have set up now, you can't support them. You just have to get in and do what you have to do to keep your job. So
I see.